Rick, Chuhui, Peck, Modifius Entertainment. Suvwi, Klingon, Who?
Alright guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the paint shop. We are going to continue our working on our wonderful Klingon lady. There we go. Again, I can't tell if she's in focus. You guys will have to pretend she's in focus if she's not. Still not wearing glasses, as you've seen in previous things. Still embracing the Klingon heritage. Not wearing the gauntlets and gloves because I have found that painting with them is just too difficult. Alright, so let's get back at it. Last time we were using the Abaddon Black, and we're going to continue with the Abaddon Black. Again, we're going to go back to the medium layer brush. Drop a little bit on our palette. Touch of water. There we go. And the Abaddon Black is for the boots. Because in the future, all boots are black. I guess. Here you can be a little neat if you want to, or you can make a mess because we will be painting the base later on anyway. So, go ahead. Boots! Boots are good. Boots are fun. I don't know if they're fun or not, but some of them are pretty awesome. Some of them are, you know, whatever. Oh. Some of the boots I have to try and get from the inside. There we go. All right. I think we might make her a... Well, we'll make her a tanned Klingon. At any rate. So what we're going to do is we are going to take Bugsman Glow. Boom, boom, boom. Which is a nice kind of... I wouldn't say it's ruddy, but it's definitely got kind of a pinky red tinge to it, which is great because there is blood that flows underneath the skin. And she's going to need that if we want to make the skin tone look, you know, believable. But that's okay. Now this fine lass, it has what we in the costuming circles, the Klingon circles, as known as a boob window. So it's literally a open spot on the uniform where you can see the cleavage. Klingons are, interesting. And I love them. They're actually my favorite race from Star Trek. People might, like the Ferengi or the Romulans, or they might just straight up like the Federation. They might even like, maybe the Trill or Colossians, Andorians. Who knows? Me, I've always liked Klingon. Klingon for me is just, I don't know. It's just it. I just love everything about them. I love the aesthetic. I love everything about them. So, like I said, I've been doing the Klingon thing here for 25 years. I've been a part of a fantastic club called CAG, which stands for the Klingon Assault Group, where they're a not-for-profit Star Trek organization that just puts on the uniform and goes out and helps the community in any way that we can. Now, of course, I'm not here to spout commercials about the club that I'm in, but if you're interested, you can go to kag.org and see what we're all about. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You kind of see, I've started to do the skin tone. You kind of see the boob window right down there. Okay, so now that that's dry, we're going to go with the Reikland Flesh shade. And we're going to give her a little bit of definition in her face. Should be good. It'll help pull the definition for the ridges. As well as define the features. Define the features on the face. There we are. Alrighty, she looks absolutely amazing. It'll be amazing to see what this thing looks like what she looks like when it's all dry. And then we're going to go back in with Bugsman Glow and pick out some of the details, and we're going to leave the skin kind of that reddish sort of tan color. Again, yeah, there we go. I think she's in focus. But she's coming along. It'll look good. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of neat things. You know what? We're gonna make one of these Klingons nice dark color. Like Worf or Captain Kern. Not every Klingon is a tan Caucasian or whatever. So okay, I think we have a candidate for a nice dark skin tone. And dark skin tones I'm actually just learning how to do, so bear with me. We will work on it together. Blood Reavers, Questor's Flash. There's another brown that I should be using. There it is. Catachin Flash. Whatever. And we're only doing this while we're waiting for the lovely lady to dry. We're going to take some Catachin Flash, put it on the palette, put it down, paint our buddy. I think he's actually going to look really good. Because Klingons come in all shapes, colors, and creeds, just like you and I. You heard nothing. But all that was the box that the Klingon warriors came in. You can kind of see the darker skin tone that I'm using. I think he'll look amazing. Now, what they do recommend for this particular shade is not the Reikland Flesh shade, but Agrax or Argax. I saw Agrax, but it's Agrak Earth shade. Agrax. I pronounce them the way I pronounce them. Again, we're going to go with the medium layer brush. We're going to take the flesh shade, or we're going to take the earth shade, and we're going to work it into all the crevices. If we find that we have too much, it's easy to pull some. There we go. Now, of course, one of the best things that you can do is you can go to Go and watch Star Wars. Or Star Wars. That's right. You heard it here. Go watch Star Wars, because Klingons are going to take over that empire too. We're everywhere. Watch yourself some Star Wars again, because we're coming for you. We're coming for you. Although Michael Dorn did say that Star Wars, that empire would beat ours. And I don't think so. So watch yourself some Star Trek. And you can see all the different skin tones that they've used to make up a vastly diverse people. Alright, well, we're going to close the catechin flash, because we're not using that. We're going to go back to the Bugsman Glow. We're going to grab some off the lid, put it on our palette. Then all we're going to do is we're just going to re-highlight some of the areas that need to be highlighted. And hopefully we'll get a nice looking Klingon lady. Of course, we haven't even started delving into the uniform or the bat'leth that she's carrying across her shoulders. We're just worrying about her at the moment. So getting back to that Klinza that I was talking to you guys about in the previous episode, it was written about by an author called John M. Ford in the book The Final Reflection. If you have any interest in Klingon heritage, a Klingon whatever, it's actually a really good read and a really fun read, actually. I really enjoyed it. I read it almost I probably read it at least once a year. And in there they talk about Klinza, they talk about, you know, just about everything. Now, of course, it's the older style Klingons. It's from the time just before Captain Kirk. It's when Leonard McCoy is still a child, and Spock, well, it's actually when Leonard McCoy is still a baby, actually, and Spock is a child of maybe 12. No, her face is coming along okay, I think. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to give her brown hair. We're going to give her a nice, deep, dark brown. And for that, I'm going to go to my wall. I'm going to look for, No, not triad bark. I want triad bark. Darker. Where's my darkest brown? Where's my Rhinox hide? I found my Rhinox hide! Found my Rhinox hide. It's a nice, deep brown. Again, we're going to pull some out. Throw it on the old pallet here. Make sure we don't throw her to the ground. We're going to give her brown hair. As again, not every Klingon is exactly the same. Not every Klingon has exactly the same hair color. Now they do usually run into the darker ranges of hair. Although I have seen older gray Klingons, and I've seen actually one or two blonde Klingons. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So even though this is a nice dark brown, I'm actually going to darken it up a little bit more after I'm done here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice Nuln oil and give it a run over. Darken up that brown a little bit. Just a little bit more. Because that's what I want. I want a nice, super deep brown. And she has super lengthy locks. I go down almost to her, well, almost reach her belt. And it's pretty cool. I'm thoroughly enjoying putting these putting these miniatures together and then painting them. They're simple, one or two pieces, very well detailed. And as a Trek fan, I have an idea, a really good idea of what it is for a Klingon or Romulan or Federation or whoever. So I was very lucky and very thankful to Modiphius Entertainment for allowing me to paint up a box of their fine miniatures for the Star Trek Adventure game, which is an RPG and miniature game. I have not had a chance to actually play the game itself. I've just been extremely excited over the miniatures because, well, Klingons. Okay. Just being careful about how I put in the brown when I get close to the face because I don't want to, mess up all the work that I did on the face. Even though the face itself it's actually been pretty simple. I've did a base color, a wash, and then I picked out picked out the same base, same color. But it looks real good. I really like it. There we go. Now we have to go back to the black because there are some stuff that I haven't done in the black, and that's okay. You'll find yourself jumping around from color to color. You'll be like, oh, I'm finished with the black, and you'll put it away, and you'll be like, oh man, I forgot this, and that's okay. See, I'm in the bad habit of leaving paint pots open when I really shouldn't be leaving paint pots open. So here's where we stand so far. You can see that the face is coming along quite nicely. The hair is coming along too. The black on the boots and the black on the sleeves and the gauntlets are done. We haven't done, or not done, but at least based. We haven't yet done the hands, but we'll get there. Oh, I'm actually really impressed with these. I've been really impressed with looking at these and putting these together. I've been really excited to actually put these things together. Like one of them, I've actually gone ahead, and he was my test miniature just to see if I had the right colors. I think he turned out pretty okay. Let's see if the camera can focus in on. There we go. I mean, I have some highlighting to do on the black. I have some highlighting, a little bit of highlighting to do. But if you go through and you study and you look at your Klingon uniforms, you'll find that the top of the tunic is, I mean, it is a gray, but it has a very light tinge of green in it. Just a super light tinge. It doesn't really pick up on the show, but it's there. And then the pants are almost the same gray, but with a brown tone to them. So what I'm actually doing with these miniatures is I'm trying my best to actually copy the tonality of the fabrics that they used on the show. So if there's that little hint of green, I'm gonna really water down a green wash and maybe go back over the gray with a green wash just to see if I can get that tonality in it. The brown, I'm using almost the Reikland flesh tone on the browns for the legs, and again, I'm really not doing much else after that. I'm just letting it settle and giving it that overall brownish gray tonality. So we'll see where we go from there. Alright guys, so in the meantime, I want everybody out there to paint safe, and once again, Kapla!